Hi everyone. Yep, new hairstyle, Corona inspired hair. Anyway, I'm back in the 90s here. But thought I'd take a few minutes to read a little more, a few more excerpts from my chapter 1 of my book, Activating Your Inner Superhero. The reason why I'm reading it is because it's so relevant to me. I'm reading it myself. I'm thinking, oh gosh, these are good reminders. And the reminder, the theme right now is about disappointment. I've been talking a lot about disappointment, which is unmet expectations. Right now, I'm feeling it. You're feeling it. Who isn't feeling disappointment in someone who had some sort of special event planned, or a trip planned, or a school they didn't expect to be teachers, parents didn't expect to be teachers, kids didn't expect to not see their friends for the rest of the school year, all these things. I'm so familiar with disappointment, but I want to encourage you to look at it from a perspective of even if things don't go exactly the way you want them to, and let's be clear, with this pandemic, nothing is going exactly the way we want it to. But there can still be peace. There can still be a good outcome. There can still be something that's acceptable. So don't panic when things don't go exactly the way you want these days. Take a deep breath and say, okay, we didn't have the graduation, but can we have a celebration within our home for our children to let them know that life is still to be celebrated regardless of your circumstances? In my case, with adoption. Okay, you don't get an adoption on this date, but that doesn't mean you don't get an adoption, so calm down. I talk a lot about this in my book, Activating Your Inner Superhero, because it's about me getting hip replacements. And that was disappointment because who goes into life thinking I'm going to have my joints replaced with titanium? No one. No one. So the disappointment started with the pain, the clinking noises, because I was trying to be active back in the day. This was like 9 years ago. And I even enrolled in a 5K. I signed up for a 5K. I'd done several before that. But in this particular 5K, I came in absolutely last. I'm not joking. I came in so last that I could see people walking to their cars to get coffee and talking about Starbucks runs. And I was stuck under a tree. Why? Because I was in so much pain during the race that I had to literally stop and sit down because I was in agonizing pain. I was so disappointed. And eventually when I started going to see doctors about this, more disappointment came because I wanted them to say, oh, it's just a pulled muscle. Oh, it's this or it's that. But instead, Dr. 1 said, oh, you're not lucky. I'm sorry, you're going to need to get joint replacements. Within 5 minutes, he says this. Dr. 2 was like, I think you should come back in 20 years. And then let's see, because, if you get joint replacements now, you'll have to get them again 30 years later because you're so young. Disappointment again. But I finally went to a third doctor, and he had very kind eyes. And he said, let's just get you some relief. So the outcome wasn't what I wanted. I didn't want joint replacements. But I did want relief. So I need you to think about the things that you're disappointed in. And even if you don't get the exact outcome that you want, there can still be something close to relief, something close to peace, something that you can turn into a joyful moment or a moment where, oh, I'm stronger than I thought. Like when I did my hair the other night. Now, this is just a temporary situation, but I was in the middle of it, thick into it. I'm like, oh, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. My hands hurt. My back hurt. It was too much. But I'm here. And it's not exactly what I would want, but I'm okay here. I'm okay. Listen. Think about the things that are disappointing you. Take a pause. Can there be a different route that you can take and still get to someplace close to where you want to be? Disappointment is horrible, but it's unmet expectations. So when your expectations are not met, redefine them. When things are out of your control, you've got to redefine them. Okay? Hopefully, this excerpt has helped you to think a little bit more. I'm keeping with this theme. I'm going to keep riding this horse. because there's so much to say about disappointment. And I think we're all feeling it, but I think we can get through this together. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll talk to you soon.